Hello and welcome to Healthcare Matters, the internet television program that explores the intersection of medicine and the law. I'm your host, Mike Matre, and today's guest is Tom Andre. Tom is Vice President of Information Services at the Cooperative of American Physicians, which provides healthcare professionals with medical professional liability assurance, amongst other services. Welcome to Healthcare Matters, Tom.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
The United States government doesn't pay ransoms to terrorists because they believe it will increase future hostage-taking. Do you believe that since Hollywood Presbyterian paid to regain access to its computer system, we can expect an increase in this type of a ransom attack in the future?
Well, it's hard to get inside the criminal mind, but I think after 9/11, when the intelligence agencies were accused of having a failure of imagination, I think we all have to use our imagination what could possibly happen. They may be looking to up their game in some ways. They may see that, okay, Hollywood Presbyterian, here's a hospital, they paid $17,000. Maybe we can get more than the usual $500 if we do a focused attack on specific organizations. But in this case, it has all the hallmarks of a random attack that it doesn't look like they were specifically targeted. The end result is they were still down for several days, and they had to pay a ransom to get their information back. But they're from what I've been reading about the ransomware attacks is they're becoming more sophisticated. It used to be they would go after what's called a mapped network drive, like a D drive, an E drive, and now they can penetrate, some of the strains can penetrate even further into the network to other types of network shares. So I'm sure they're going to be upping their game as time goes on, looking for higher value targets. We just have to be prepared for that possibility and do what we can to stay aware of it and protect against them.
What are the chances that these cyber criminals are going to be caught?
I would say it's probably unlikely. I think a lot of them are operating offshore. They mask themselves fairly well. The ransoms are paid in Bitcoin, which is difficult to trace. They use, when you contact them, it's not like you go to their website and you put your credit card in and there's a published website. They use a special type of browser called Tor, T-O-R, which is one of its purposes is to maintain anonymity on the network. So chances are they won't get caught. At best, it's possible. In some ransomware cases, they've recognized which internet addresses some of these attacks were coming from and where the payments were getting made from, and they've been able to shut those servers down. But if it's offshore, if it's in a country that's not necessarily one of our best friends, chances are the best they can do is maybe shut down access.
As more events come up in healthcare data security, I'd love to have you come back on the show.
Be happy to do that.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, Mike.
In the healthcare arena, there's HIPAA, which protects the patient's personal medical records, and there's quite a substantial fine if that is compromised. How does HIPAA come into play here? Did the malware that was injected into Hollywood Presbyterian actually compromise the patient data, or will they be able to just move along as if nothing happened and we just paid this ransom and everything's good now?